So this is what I'm working on right now. So yesterday, when I started on this fundraiser and I started making phone calls to people, yesterday when I saw this fundraiser, there was $950 here. So since yesterday, and there's some people here who I can't mention because they want to remain anonymous. But these people here, Greg, anonymous 50, Pedro is for 50, David is for 100, Jose is me 100. This is actually somebody else's donation right here. They wanted to remain anonymous, and so I put their money in for them. This is an anonymous donation. So yesterday when we started on here, the last donation was 2 months ago. And so then I called my friend David Gaston and said, hey, will you put in some money? And he did. And then I called a friend and they put in 300. And then I called Jeremiah and he put in 100. And then Jeremiah put in another 50. And then I called Ricky and he put in 50. And then I called another friend who's going to remain anonymous. And then I called this friend right here and said, hey, can you help me get this guy's wheelchair? And then I called David and David put in 100. And then I called Pedro and then I called anonymous and then I called Greg. And that's what I did with my day. A lot of my day yesterday, I spent a lot of time doing this because, you know, it's Eric Trillo. He's $2,100 of 75. So we got to raise $5,100 more. So, you know, that's what I'm working on. If you guys, I put the link in the chat. If you guys are so inclined, you know, you want to drop $5, $10, $15, $100 in there for Eric. He needs a wheelchair. He needs a basic wheelchair with artificial intelligence. He can't see very well. And this is what I'm supposed to do. And I was talking to someone earlier, just so you guys know, just to be 100% honest, you know, and I told the person I was talking to earlier, in my 20s, I was a taker. I took more than I gave. And so now in my 40s, I'm a giver. I'm going to give more than I take. So, you know, Eric is 45 years old. He can't get around. So he needs help. So I'm going to promote his fundraiser for him because that's what I'm supposed to do. That's my job as a human being, to help him. That's what I'm supposed to do. So Deborah Rogers, paging Deborah Rogers. We are paging Deborah Rogers. Let's find out where she is over there. And then, so let me tell you what orders have not shipped yet. Let me tell you the orders that have not shipped for trifolds, just so people who, nice. So the order numbers that have not shipped yet, and I've got them written down here because they're not going to ship until Tuesday, but we had a glitch and it took 2 weeks. You know, nothing ever goes easy. If you're an activist and a freedom fighter, nothing's ever simple. There's never going to be anything easy. You're not just going to easily slide through life. You are putting a stick in the spokes of the powers that be. And so you're always going to have to deal with so 6458, 6454, 6440, 6446, 6447, 6448, 6438, 6435, and 6429 have not yet shipped. So those won't ship until Tuesday. And that trifold is available on DeleteLawz.com. DeleteLawz.com, that's where it is. And so those trifolds are going to be shipping soon. And then Alan Hub is in here, and we got to do a, I mean, are you guys getting the Snapchat fake text messages? Who else? Can you guys put in the chat if is everybody else Northeast Colorado cop block. So is everybody else getting these Snapchat videos? It is so terrible. So while Deborah is not here, there's a video I want to show you guys that I watched yesterday. And I'll tell you, you know, when you talk about coppers, when you talk about
Man is charged for terroristic threats after police say he threatened to release his dogs on local officers.
Police say 57-year-old Marcus Ditchman has been harassing law enforcement for the past few months. Then around midnight on Saturday, he started a Facebook live stream while outside the law enforcement center. In the 29-minute live video, he appears upset about cars that had driven by his house, and Kearney Police Chief Brian Waugh said that he questioned officers, then made vulgar demands as one approached his vehicle.
In the video, Mr. Ditchman mentions that he has dogs in the back of his vehicle and that he made a comment that he was going to release the dogs to, in essence, attack the police officers.
Ditchman operates KNRW Nighthawk Cop Watchers Radio, which publishes live-streamed video focused on search and rescue, storm chasing, and more recently, trying to prove police corruption, even shouting obscenities at staff as they come to work.
I will not say it hasn't been challenging for me, both professionally and personally, but we've done so with understanding our role as law enforcement in this community and the scrutiny that we may be faced with.
The content is similar to a national trend of so-called First Amendment auditors who film police in an attempt to ensure the officers follow the law.